Alright, I'm still eating a bit, but let's get into it. Thanks a lot for the raid, Bits bro. I'm sorry that they were streaming other stuff while you had your so much going on. I purposely like waited to start casting this until you were done. So we're looking at the first game here. We have Kaister going for his classic B Fisher build. And Ezad is playing some Brits. Trying to finish up my food here, it'll take me like 2 minutes.
Right.
Hey, Risotto. Alright, so Brit also going for some water deck. I'm a really big fan of Bridgewater personally, but I would usually get a TP. And he decides to go for the triple manor, which is also, like, the manor build XP is also pretty reasonable. So triple manor can also get you towards schooners in H1. Especially if you find some kind of XP treasure. I know that on the winter spawn on this map there's some good XP treasures, but on the summer version there isn't really a good one. So making a little bit of a pet army here with the Cherokee and the Wolf. Licks the cat will get to 70 foot, but afterwards he might be snared and lose his Explorer. And that's an extremely important unit for Arrow. Maybe he's gonna get away. So yeah, Kaister going for the 3 fishing boats, which has been the standard for the last month or so with the Arrow. And I wonder if Ezad is gonna ship schooners or if he's gonna hold on to a shipment. I think I feel like he has to hold on to his shipment because you just lack the XP curve. He will not be able to ship something in H2 if he ships something now. And that is exactly why I like going TP if he goes for some kind of British water play. If you go TP, then you can ship something now and still have a shipment when you hit it up. But he might build a lot of manors to get enough XP, and that means he would be able to ship twice, but I doubt it. Kaister picking up a TP in transition. And this dock is being sieged, so I imagine he's gonna try to nuke this. The only real reason I can imagine sending your units here to siege the dock is that you plan to do something. And considering he has a water deck, maybe he's just gonna go like 2 val, 700 wood or something. And I wonder where he's gonna put the outpost. Maybe like you could put it here if you want. No, okay, just gotta put it in base. Hmm. The Kaister's Warhound is not gonna reinforce the dog, he's just gonna put it here in the middle. So these two caravels should be able to kill this. And I don't really think Kaister can do anything about it. There they come. Oh, this is a good pickup as well. It means there won't be any dogfire. So now especially the Kaister should not train any canoes. If you get the 3 fishing boats inside, you can maybe train canoes and try to kill them. Which is still really difficult. But once you lose the fishing boat, you should just easily give it up. Alright, so water will be in Ezad's control. And yeah, he's just gonna follow up with wood now. And maybe he goes schooners after? Or maybe just 600 wood into schooners or something. Curious what he's gonna do. And Kaister probably feels like, okay, you invest in a shipment into this. I'm just gonna flood units into your base and you shouldn't be ready for that. Which is why it was probably the right choice to put the outpost in base. Have a little bit more defending capability. And Brits with the classic map hack of just look at this vision. Really well done, splitting up the manors everywhere. And you should almost always do this. The only ship that you shouldn't do this against is against Aztec. So he's trying to hold here. He's not able to afford Minutemen. But he just seems to be fine, just TC firing a bit. Oh, and here comes the schooners, and he's already... Alright, that's a smart move. Not dropping a dock on the mainland at all, just instantly hopping into a caravel. So, Kaister did not scout this, but if he ever scouts it, he will not see a dock, and he will not be aware that Ezad's on water. Close to picking up a hill, but not quite. So he has Kanye West, but there's no... Like, it's only 2 Hyenas, so he can't really fight this Musk army. Trying to get some XP by picking up the manors.
Commandment. Yes?
Alright, so I like this play a lot. I'm always a big fan of water booming myself. I think these caravels should also go and fish.
Ready.
Or maybe put them here, trying to make sure that your opponent can't get it off.
I feel me stronger now.
So we see a big boom from Ezad, and he's just trying to hold on. Use this outpost fire, DC fire. Probably worth to get grey coats, so your vills can be in a fight. Kaister now shipping the mixed trades. He's adding his community plaza, which makes me believe that he wants to do some sort of attack dance, maybe, or he just revives his explorer. He probably shouldn't have done that and just let it get back to full HP from home. Instead, just, well, it's called dancing, but they don't really dance anymore these days. But getting this XP trickle and picking up all these manors for some extra XP. So the reason earlier I said that you should not spread your manors like this against Aztec. Aztec can get triple the XP from killing a manor. So these manors would give like 243 XP. And it's just such a huge boost to Aztec's economy. That spreading manors like this, like when I play against Aztec, I usually just slam them all down in my base. And it's the only ship that you should do it against. Scouting here. Looks like this caravel's also going here. That's great. That's what I also mentioned. I think he forgot about the fact that they can fish. It's not that important, but it's still a little bit of income. They gather faster than you think. Like it's somewhat close to the rate of a fishing boat. So it's basically 2 idle vills. And look at the vill production. So for some reason I don't have the more info thing. No. Oh, they're the same base speed? Yeah, that's possible. It's just that fishing boats usually get all these tags on them and caravels don't. You didn't play on Malt, alright, thanks. Rendering plans, you know. I always love to see this. This is it's very similar to how I play. Some people might panic having his army under your TC, but you have Minutemen, you can use your vills to tank in the mix. Like it's completely fine to lose some vills here if that happens, because you have all this water eco supporting it anyway. And Rendering Plans is such a good card. Anyway, let's have a look at the fight. I think Kanye West are pathing a bit awkwardly. These Hyenas need to... The main thing you should control here is your Hyenas. They should not be targeting vills. They have to take out all these musks. There's still 7 musks here, which are now killing all the Kanye West. I think your main priority should be to control your Hyenas to kill the musk, and then the vills will have a hard time dealing with the Kanye West. But now vills against Hyenas is fine for vills. So I think, all in all, I think this is good for Ezad. Because all he needs to do is survive, right? He has this water eco behind it, so as long as he doesn't die, he probably wins. Oh, he cancelled Rendering Plant and sent it again, so he did get scared for a moment there. That's okay. A little bit of delay on the shipment. So one of the reasons that I'm a fan of Brits water, so generally speaking, for example, port, you will have Rendering Plant, but you will not have Fish Market. And Fish Market is almost as good as Rendering Plant, only 5% difference. So getting this combination of Rendering Plant, Fish Market, and whale oil, most ships don't get that. The only ship that has it better is Japan, that can actually send Fish Market twice. So you can set Rendering Plant, Fish Market twice, you can set whale oil, and you can send the team 8%, everything. So Japan has the most potential with water, but with Japan it's just pretty difficult to pull off. But yeah, for those who've watched me play or like tune into my stream sometimes or whatever, whenever I play Brits on quick search and I got a water map, I almost always go water, and I think it's very underrated and very strong. You can just put basically all your vills on wood, and if you get too much wood for your boat production, you just slam down a manor and you spawn a vill instead. So your eco gets out of control so easily. Now here comes the whale oil. I'm not a fan of that at all. I will go Fish Market first. Whale oil, it's only 5% better, but then you don't get the fishing bonus, and he has plenty of boats and fish. So this is a mistake, but it's an eco card, so it's good anyway. Alright, so Kaister feels like he has to get something going. He isn't officially aware that Ezad is on water. He could see it if he sees this. But he does know that caravels have been shipped, and he probably checked Ezad's deck, so he's like not officially aware, but he should be aware. He's trying to get more Kanye West going. He's in H3 now, and it feels like he has to make something happen on his next push. If he doesn't get the kill here, he's just gonna be falling behind in eco too much. because yeah, Ezad also 70 vills now.
Yes, ready.
Here comes the long lines as well.
Ready.
He is missing the Huron, which is also nice. It's 15%. It's really cheap. I always try to get this early on. Generally speaking, when you're playing water, you're on the defensive. So there's a time window early in the game where you can pick this up. But for example, now there's not really an opportunity to. So that's often why I try to pick it up early. Training some longbows.
Ready.
This army is pretty scary. There's 11 Kanye West here, and they're H3. But he needs to use the skirms to pick up the musk first. And it looks like he's just gonna right click. And I don't imagine this is gonna work out well for him. Yeah, the Kanye West are dwindling. Oh, Patch of Us as well is really big because there's no anti-cav here from Kaister. Trying to reinforce with more Kanye Wests, getting run around in the meantime, which is always super annoying during a fight. Yeah, Ezad's gotta be able to take it from here, I would say. So now getting the fish market, so
Hand.
it's a shame that we don't have the UI to see the tax affecting
Yes.
them, but maybe I could go for a quick comparison. So this is 0.66 gold a second for a vill. If you compare that to will gathering, they gather at 1.02 before fish market came in. So basically, one fishing boat comes close to being like 2 vills, and they train quickly. It's like, I don't know. It's so good to play water, and I think Brit water is one of the Brit is one of the better water civs. They just don't really get played on water much. Anyway, GG to Ezad. And yeah, I really liked the way he played it. Going for the caravels first to secure the water, and when you're playing against Kaiser on a map like this, you just know he's gonna go for the 3 boat build, so you can pick that up as well. And after that, there's just not really a way for Kaiser to contest. He doesn't have 2 caravel shipment of zone. You're not gonna have 500 gold to ship the privateers at the time. And this water is like, you cannot take this back as hero. There's 2 docks on the island, which can fire when the boats get inside. There's 2 caravels out. So you just have to concede the water, and Ezad took full advantage of it. So let's see game 2 then. Oh yeah, it's this map, Arctic Territories. So this is the very last match from week 2, by the way. For example, earlier today we watched Mido play Kaiserklein, which is already a week 3 match. So this was a match that's been played a bit ago, a couple days ago, and it's once I've finished casting this one, everything from week 2 will be casted. I'm just gonna leave the screen here for a second while I grab something to drink. Alright, I'm back. Hey Sensei, did you fly out yet? Alright, so this map is always filled with these beavers. And we can see he's already at 220 coin. I think he's probably chopping for a market. And then he can sell the gold. Probably even go like both hunting dogs and TP. If he gets this 75 wood treasure, he could do that now. Oh. This is just barely gonna go to Ezad's way. Kaister being a little late to the party. The score is actually 1-0 at the moment for Ezad. So the Lakota Explorer only does 3 damage a hit. I think he's probably better off just looking for more treasures. This 50 wood could help him out. So Kaister doing a lot of chopping in H1. Did he get hunting dogs yet? No, he didn't. Or they both did, I guess. Alright, so he chopped for a TP. It's gonna delay his 8 up quite a bit that he chopped like 200 wood or something. But as far as I know from Lakota, it's very important to get your shipments. So Ezad walking across this 50 wood, and Ezad has had a tremendous H1. He's picked up 100 wood and 50 wood, and he's already sitting at 150 wood towards his TP, which means he has to do a lot less chopping than normally. Now walking across this 75 wood treasure, I would just leave this. Yeah, you want to build your TP. And Lakota will probably, if you try for it, Lakota will just show up and take it from you or something. So good choice from Ezad there to just let it be. So Ezad aging quite a bit before Kaister. I don't think Kaister is gonna fast age. I think I always have a hard time calling what native civs are gonna do because I don't play them. So the chief, yeah, it probably gives something. I don't know. Maybe someone in chat can tell me, but I don't know. I know that the messenger is the fast age, so it's not the fast age, which I would have also been able to notice by the speed of the age of. Chopping quite a bit of wood here. I guess he wants to chop till 325, or maybe he's just gonna go. I guess he's chopping so much that he's probably gonna go for like Expo Pike or something. Because I think, generally speaking, you would chop at 225 for steel traps in a house. So, yeah, he's gonna click on steel traps instantly, most likely. There we go. And it's gotta be a barracks, yeah. He over chopped otherwise, so. The 4-dog soldier age up, yeah, sure. Picking up this 100 food. Right, so forward warhead and Ezad's got a barracks. Makes sense to go for a barracks in this matchup, you don't want to be stuck with a stable. So an interesting thing that you can do here is that you can have the warhead attack the polar bear. The polar bears will start sieging your warhead, which doesn't do much damage. And then you can just have your units and your warhead fire and your units just pick it up. He's already going for stagecoach, but there is still a TP from Ezad on the map. So he's gonna be looking to take that down. In the meantime, Ezad's going for his raid. Let's see how much attention Kaister's paying. Doesn't notice just yet. That Vil is probably gonna go down now. Yeah, so one Vil down. Not picking up the treasure just yet. Trying to pick up the TP first. Stagecoach is almost in. And he doesn't want to give these passes away to Ezad. So these two Ulans is being annoying. Doing a good job of not letting them die to the DC fire. This one will just continue to be annoying. There's no anti-cav on the field in this area. Stagecoach is in. He does not realize, which most of us wouldn't realize. It's hard to just be able to notice that early that your opponent got Stagecoach. So yeah, he didn't get a different resource. Actually, 4 X-Riders at home to pick up the one Ulan. And those X-Riders could have been huge here. Explorer also not full HP, which is also quite important to have your Explorer be full HP for these kind of fights. So imagine if this Explorer was full HP and those 4 X-Riders were actually in this fight. I think he could have completely destroyed this fight. Now this is... oh, is he gonna repair it? Yeah. No, he isn't. Wait, I thought he was. Alright, so this TP will go down. Oh, he did repair it for a second. Well, that was strange. It's like I don't see the HP swing, even though it's being sieged now. So a little bit of weird delay or something. So going for a second Rex actually, and even dropping a stable. So he's shipping gold, but he's definitely not planning to age with this. He's gonna be making more units. Might be running low on anti-cav here, but he does have a pike about to pop, so that's the perfect perfect timing. Should maybe use cover mode sometimes. He could have had a lot more pikes if he was using cover mode. Kaister is probably wanting to pick up this this TP now. He danced for his explorer back. Yeah. And now this boy is full HP. Yeah, really strong the full HP native explorer. The score is currently 1-0 for Ezad, and this is game 2. Wow, so this is actually 25% on. That's a lot. If you compare that to Spice Trade is 20. Oh, this is gonna be close. Alright, get out of there. More villagers going down, I think. Yeah, and another. Oh, he doesn't continue? Oh, that's a bit awkward micro from Ezad. He left the low HP hill, but he did pick up another one, and sorry I'm missing the fight in the meantime. And this looks like a good fight for Kaister, I think. These Ulans will probably just die to the Yana fire. And this Explorer, like it's finally going down, but you can really see how strong it is to have a 700 HP unit in a fight like this. Yeah, so this is a good pickup for Kaister, good fight for him. Now shipping the 2 dog soldiers, or what are they called these days? Dokala soldiers? I don't know what that means. But... and trading some more cav. Oh, I like that, Sensei. I'm gonna remember that from now on. We should call it the thoughts and prayers. Because yeah, dancing is a thing of the past. They just do this sort of stuff. Come back to me. Okay, so the TP getting sieged. He shipped 3 tops probably. Oh, he trained 3 tops and he's shipping them as well. And Dobbs do great against cavalry, of course. So it's gonna come down to Kaister has to pick up the Dobbs first. Like you cannot ever have a melee fight against Dobbs. He should be able to see the Dobbs. This is gonna be a bad fight. Okay, so he needs to get out of here. The Dobbs are just melting everything. Just run with your don't fight this. Oh no. This is gonna be great for Ezad. The bows aren't being kited. And these couple Dobbs, like there's only one left now. But they do so much in fights like this. It's insane. So yeah, this is a extremely big pickup for Ezad. Probably like most likely GG actually, because if I was Ezad, I would just look to age up now. Maybe pick up the forward base, pick up another TP for yourself. There's stagecoach for you as a free donation. Yeah, probably finish this bike patch to get some siege, and then this is probably the last units that I will out train. From here on out, I would just try to age up. When in doubt, TP it out, giving his units some more HP. I think it's only HP, right? It's not attack. Yeah, it's just HP. He's going silversmith. That will make his mines last longer and his villagers gather it faster. And what is Kaister doing in the meantime? So, thoughts and prayers go out to the explorer, trying to get him back. And there he is. And instantly gets off, so he was on the money there. But like the scores show how hard he lost that fight. Right, he should be able to see this. A little bit awkward. These vills are really exposed. There's 19 at the moment. Let's see how much he ends up with. In the meantime, we have this fight going on, and we can see the vill count dwindling at the bottom of the screen. But this fight is okay for Kaister because of the TPs. Although these two have not been finished building. And we've seen that the vill count, he lost 6 for now. Almost all of the Ulans went down, but still this is losing all these vills. It's gonna hurt. And now also losing the warhead. And let's see what is just shipping cows. Okay. I would think you just go 600 gold and H, but you can also ship cows apparently. And he's making a livestock pen for them. Alright. Well, Ezad is doing Ezad things. Let's put it that way. And yeah, I guess he really wants to play this out in H2. I think, shipping 600 gold, this was such a window to H up, and then you get all these super strong H3 shipments with Germany. I think that was the play, but I don't know. This is fun as well. So the thing with Germany is that once you hit up, even if you run out of food, you can just put your vills on gold and ship mercenaries. Like what is Lakota gonna do against Black Riders, for example? So I would not have gone for something like this, but Kaister has a big army all of a sudden. I'm kind of surprised. It felt like he was kind of out of it. But this is impressive amount of units, and this batch of expos in completely cut off. There's not a lot of expos, just 15. How many pikes are there? 12? Yeah, and then Kaiser is gonna do his right click. And as soon as he cleans up all the pikes, these X-Riders are gonna have a field day. I think this is probably a good fight for Kaister. The bow riders on the Ulans. This time no Dobbs in the mix, like we saw last time. Ville's trying to help out. Yeah, great fight for Kaister. How did this turn so quickly? He does have the cows. Now shipping Cav HP. It's not going for either of the, what do you call them? Can't think of the word. Either of the crates. If I was Kaister and I would see these cows, I'd be like, what the hell is going on here? Okay, so trying to get some other raids going. Maybe he's gonna pick up these vills. Kaiser's trying to. He does notice this pretty early this time. And Ezad does not see them. Well, he does. This one is 2 HP, that's the low HP one from before, so that should definitely die. If he's looking. He isn't. Nice pop-up bow riders here. And yeah, he's desperate for rest, so he's running out here. This is exactly what Lakota wants. Lakota wants you to be out on the map gathering, not in your base eating cows. So, has Kaister scouted this part of the map? He has. He should be able to. If he ever has a look on his minimap, he will be able to see that the hunt moved and that there's a dead animal there. Let's have a look at the fight first. Bowrider is a bit out of position. I think these X-Riders are going too far forward. Oh, the Sedans just keep on walking. This is not good for control from Kaister. And here come the Minutemen. And I think... he finally managed to get himself in a good position and now he's throwing it away. And he's gonna lose it. Yeah, another 100 XP for Germany. So he can maybe ship like 2 sheep. Oh, okay, he's shipping gold this time. So, yeah, this game kind of feels like they're throwing it back and forth a bit. Which can make for entertaining games, a bit scrappy. Ulan's coming in for a raid. So I think, as Kaister, as Kaister, what I think you should do in this position is that you should just keep your opponent in base and just deny the resources. So for those unaware, and I'd like to think everyone knows this, but if you're Kaister, so this is Kaister point of view, if you click on a dead animal, you can see how fast the food depletes without having line of sight of the actual area. So when I would see this as Kaister, you see these 2 animals dying instantly, you see how fast the food decreases. I would think like, oh damn, there's probably like 15 vills there or something. And yeah, I would be perfectly correct because there's 9. This TP has been point of contention the entire game. I like the fact that he's a committed outpost. Trying to secure that mine. This is such a small army, it feels like this is just gonna die, I'm not sure. He's just hoping that there's nothing around, I guess. Alright, this is your time to shine, guys. So just go here. Oh, he did really, okay. So this could be a big pickup for Kaiser now. Maybe that's why he sent the army. He wanted to make sure that Ezad's army was in the bottom. Oh, does he see it? Okay, so he sees the Ulan, and he sees the vills. Another one here as well. Where are you going? Pick up the vills. Alright, so it's split up in 2 groups, so he needs to pick them both up. Yeah, so this group should go here and chase the other guys. And he's also aging, so Kaister's in a good spot again, I guess. I don't know, it's such a strange game. Meanwhile, distracted by these raids. So here go. Oh, but no! No! what he could do. Oh, turning around at the worst possible moments. Alright, well, these vills are getting out, and yeah, now the, the cows are paying off, I guess. All of a sudden, he's getting a lot of income. He's floating a lot of wood, so should probably change this TP to something else. Maybe I'll probably just put it back on XP. So yeah, boat hitting going up. Kaister already is up, so Kaister has a bit of tempo advantage here. He was going for the skirms. I think you could even consider just going for Cav here and just completely overwhelm your opponent, but... Oh. I guess skirm makes sense. And he's trading some as well. But this forward base has been cleaned up. Oh, nobody ever decided to pick up the XP trader. Which means that the units have to come all the way from home. And that's probably going to give Ezad the time that he needs. And he had that big amount of wood in bank. It's all gone now. Oh, he's getting veteran and crossbows. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh wow, big raid in the meantime. All these vills are getting stuck. Alright, time to take your leave, Kaister. You picked up the vills, let's go.
Yeah.
Oh, the one bow rider going for the one vill, I like it. Alright, use your speedy boy, get out of there. This snare just doesn't stop. Usually you would see Lakota's army would be like here by now. Yeah, I missed that. Ezad also stole one of the TPs. So the stagecoach is now in Ezad's favor. He is only on 24 vills now. He lost a lot of vills here. Now, I feel like this was a pretty big pickup as well. They got stuck on the trees. So Kai's actually quite ahead on eco. He also got that H2 Great Hunter card for the 25% hunt. So Lakota's eco is quite good, and he might pick more vills here. So he's doing a good job raiding, although he missed the 4 vills getting away before, but since then he's been killing so many vills, and he's pulling ahead. And this scout timing allowed for this this food pile. So still trading H2 units.
Auftrag.
They're going for the veteran
Yeah.
X-bow and pike
Yeah.
army. It's quite strange, I think. These vills could be exposed. 5 vills here. Kai's actually going for Cav combat, and he's okay. I think this is going to be great for Kaister. He's stacking up food, which is probably going to be the big button for the dog soldiers, and combine that with Cav combat. I think I don't play Lakota, but I would probably consider canceling these batches. Get yourself to the 1500 food needed. Don't take the fight yet. Just wait a bit. And like send all these boys to attack dance. Combined with the dog soldiers, I think you can just crush any fight with that army. 30 skirms here actually. So in terms of the skirm fight, it's 30 skirms against 0 because there's 9 expos. So these vills trying to hide themselves. This warwagon is like in trample mode or something. This looks like the slowest warwagon I've seen. Oh, it just delayed, but this Minuteman is He's a bit of an imposter. So he just continues to barely not have the 1500 food necessary for the big button. But he's actually ahead in eco, so I guess there's no rush. He has the bigger scale army as well. Ezad's sitting on 40 veteran pikes. So is this really what you want? Don't you just want to have like a... I don't know. I would much rather just have like war wagons and black riders as my anti-cav instead of pikes. Maybe a couple dops in the mix like you did before. Guys picking the TP back up. 20 fills ahead, by the way. Although I think I've wondered this before. But this mine is also being held. Yeah, so he's actually sitting on more vills because the war wagons don't count as two. I mean settler wagons. But he only has one settler wagon, so it looks like they all went down except for one. So now going for dobs and getting veteran dobs as well. Alright, Kaister just getting another Cav tag card. Interesting. Do they not have an HP card? Like, does that not exist or what? And I think Kaister is trying to get to a 200 pop army. Then you call the big button and you can just nuke any fight against any civ in any way. I think Kaister is gonna win this game, looks like. Ezad also struggling with gold now. He needs one of these mines. And these are 1500 mines. They are tin mines, not silver mines. And 1500 gold for Germany always feels like a minute. Oh, and here he goes. They're leaving the community plaza to build it somewhere else. I think always such a good move instead of having all this walking time. It's small details, but it saves you a lot of walking time. I see him do it all the time. So here comes the big fight. He is attack dancing with a lot of vills. And yeah, he just right clicks into the pikes, doesn't care. I think he's gonna win the fight anyway. Look at Ezad's army just dwindling. Holy shit, you can just see all the +8s. Well, this is looking like a very close fight, guys. I wonder who's gonna win. Jesus, did he kill a single unit? What the hell? I want to see this fight. Yeah, so it's 100 minutes aircraft going to 0 and 160 going to 140. Well, it was very close. But I don't know, it was... Especially here, I really thought that Kaister had lost this game. But I guess not. So Kaister winning with his main squeeze, bringing it to 1-1. I want to check because so as you can see, I'm like 70. I have a high obsidian with all these civs, but when you go down there, it's not looking the best. And I want to see what cards they have. Do they not have Cav HP? Yeah, they do. I feel like Cav HP is always better than Cav attack, right? But I don't know. We'll never play as my deck called with an empty deck. Alright. Well, did not know that it was called that like that. So let's head into game 3. Wow. Wait, I don't understand. I'm so confused right now. So this is Pampas, and
准备就绪，
Ezad is known for playing India, and this is like maybe the best India map there is because of the llamas and everything. But he's playing China. Has anyone ever seen Ezad play China? I'm very confused. Yeah, I mean, it's not like China is a bad pick here. Like, it makes sense. You want to have llamas on your village and stuff. But why doesn't he just play India?
请
Anyway.
下命令。
Kaister playing Brits. Also not like really a Kaister civ, so I guess they're both not on the mains. Chopping for second village.
怎么了？
So for those who tuned into Hazard stream last night, I made a dock here, and I killed a Japanese wonder with a frigate, which was enjoyable. He's now finding this wood treasure, but it's a little too late. It's not gonna do anything for him anymore. I mean, it's still nice to have 75 wood in the bank for later, but it's not gonna do him anything in this H1. And Kaister walking past his 90 foot and just looking to see what's on this side of the map. Sometimes there's extremely good treasures here. This time it's only the 80 coin.
Right.
Yeah, so Ezad picked first on this map, so he picked China and he just gets counted by Brit. Like picking India here first here, you don't really get countered, at least in my opinion. Nothing hard counters India here, so that's why it's all the more surprising that he didn't do it. But we'll see what he has in mind. Maybe he crafted some build. I think I know opinions on this will differentiate, but in my own opinion, H2 China is strong, and you can win with H2 China if you're really good at the bowpike unit control. I played this matchup quite a bit against Mido, and we would always just play H2 fights. And he's just so good with those Chokanus are just always picking up your anti-cav. Like, you can't go musks against China if they have good bow control. The Chokanus do so much damage against musk. Yeah, I think so. India against Dutch is one of these matchups that comes up a lot in tournament games. I'm responding to chat at the moment. So, yeah, India and Dutch, it just seems that both make sense on a map like this, which is why you see the matchup all the time, normally. And India Dutch is just one of these matchups that I think it's mostly skill dependent. It's a pretty close matchup. I think on Pampas with the llamas, so basically my take on it, if there's livestock, the matchup is even, and if there's no livestock, the matchup is Dutch favored. But yeah, we didn't get to see it this time, which is refreshing. Having a little fight over this 80 coin, it looks like it goes to China. So Kaister going to play aggressive, and I'm mostly curious what Ezad's gonna do. Does he have some kind of build in mind? Couple H4 shipments. 1v1 against Germany. Okay, so he's well prepared. Dropping a castle. Okay. Interesting. Maybe we're gonna see some flamethrower action. So no markets, which I think is pretty standard for China, I believe. China is another one of the civs that I don't play. It's basically all the natives in China are the civs that I don't play. Stable on the side. Barracks at home. So the outpost is here, but then the barracks is here and the stable is here. So it's a bit strange. Oh, he might pick up the Kung Fu Fighter Ezad, but it's gonna be a big pickup. This you don't want to be losing this big boy. And he's getting a bit stuck. Okay. Kaister needs to get out of there first, yeah. So he's not aware about the stable, and he might be getting trapped. There's also a mosque in queue. I think these, okay, and here comes the, I think this is called, well, actually I don't know, so I'm just not gonna guess. But here comes the mosque pop, pulling in the army, and then now he's gonna turn, yeah, perfect. Well, that was far from perfect, how he didn't continue with the swing, but still nice to lure him in like that. So, yeah, really surprising stuff from Ezad so far. I think if you're gonna play H2, you're just gonna go Pope Pike and not useless and useless. But yeah, I don't know. Looks like this is what he's going for. I think both these units are pretty bad. So John Smith is on a suicide mission once again. Market has been dropped, getting some market tax. Leading whatever this was to drop it in a more aesthetic way. So these llamas are getting close to pheasants, which will boost his eco a bit. He is shipping bows, so he's really planning to play this out in H2. It wasn't just like one batch of this this Mongolian army and then look into H, but he really wants to continue this. And Kaiser gonna lose this outpost, which shouldn't really matter much. I think if you want to play really nerdy, you can wall off all these chokes. Kaiser has quite a time window to do that. I think he should probably look to do it. shipping the longbows. I think that's the correct shipment. I think Brits is gonna have an excellent rematch here. He should probably also get a housing queue as well. And he can get so many units so quickly with this double Rex and stable. Shipping whatever this is, let's have a look. Step Asian Chokunu more HP. Okay. Why do I not know these things? I should have some more game knowledge by now, but I don't. So he's got a consulate as well. Getting close to the redcoats. If I was Kaister, I would just put a lot of film and gold and then eat your llamas and just get like insane patches out. Forgot about that. So yeah, for example, these vills could be denied if you just send one vill here. You use like 30 wood for some walls. It's really cheeky on this map to just you can also wall off this. So from Kaiser perspective, you can wall off this, this, and this, and then these are just screwed. I think it's really time to start eating these llamas now. Ezad still not, yeah, no intention to age whatsoever. But he is just producing from one building. Here comes the barracks. Score is 1-1, and this is game 3. On red coast as well. Alright, so a little bit of text here. And let's see what Kaister's up to. Yeah, getting really nice pictures now. And you can just see the eco in like extended H2 is so nice for Brit. Minuteman being called as well, so Ezad really wants to take this fight now. But yeah, I feel like this is gonna be good for Brits. I realize I'm being completely quiet, but I'm just sitting here in shock. And, well, he has all these idols that he needs to get sorted out. But the reason that I'm in such a shock is just because, like, Kaiser is gonna win this game, right? I don't like this shipment. I would probably just go 600 gold. You don't have that many musk on the field anymore. And you could use some gold.
Ready.
Um, this should probably be a longbow batch or something because of all the wood that you had. Oh, and there he goes. He switches it now. So Kaister had a lot of idle fills during this fight. He's getting amalgamation. Please cancel this. Come on. He had a lot of idle fills during the fight. If those were all gathering, he would have had so much more. How do you say it? So many more reinforcements. Does he see this? No, he just barely doesn't have any vision. Oh, here's the flamethrowers are in the mix now. But I don't think there's enough anti-caps to protect them. Alright, awesome. I just got a message from yeah, what do you want to be called? I think just Challenger Marco. And after this series is over, there's gonna be another cast. It's actually gonna be me against Stid. And I hope nobody stays around to watch it. So yeah. But that will be after this. Nah. Come on. I will say this about the series. There is I'm not gonna spoil anything. But there's one game in the series which is absolutely insane. That's all I'm gonna say. Alright, so here we have a fight. Yeah, it looks like the flamethrowers are just dying to the Hus. I don't think there's enough anti-cap to deal with these Hus. Seems like Kaister trying to quick wall his own army because he's winning too hard, but he just barely didn't manage to get up the ball up in time. And it just right-clicking everything in there. Alright, well that's GG. Yeah, like I said, I'm in just total disbelief about this game. Like, such a good India map. Ezad's main civ is India. And then if you bring out another civ, so instead of going India, he decides to go China. And it's all well and good if you have some kind of strategy prepared. But if your strategy is to make useless and useless, like the Keshiks and the Steppies, I dislike these units. I'm not really sure what he was thinking. It just blows my mind. But anyway, GG to Kaister. I've never ever had this back account before. Let's put up a different civ. What am I? I'm probably like a port lamer, so let's put port. And let's head into game 4. Alright. So more Brits and Kaister trying his hand at Lakota again. He won the previous time with them, so makes sense. And yeah, Brit is really popular civ these days. I think they're super strong. Like we just saw Kaister win with them, so that kind of proves that they're strong. because that's not a Kaister Civ. The series is not finished. We have this game to go, and then there's a 5th game to go on. 5th game is on. This is the week 2 map pool. I'm trying to think back to what I played. So I played. Oh, it's Mexico. Game 5 will be on Mexico. Yeah, well, I mean, guys, there's a friend of mine. You're allowed to make fun of your friends. That's how it works. And I'm sure if you ask Kaister, he will say the same thing. He's not a Brit player. He just knows that the Civ is strong, and that's why he's playing them now. But it's not really his sort of Civ in general. Picking up hunting dogs, and so this is an awkward thing with a Civ like Lakota, is that he's chopping for a TP, right? Which means he wants to sell his gold to Wood to get a TP. But you can't just mine 5 gold, so 6 probably. So good thing there's a gold treasure here. But if there's not a gold treasure and you want to get the 6 gold, you actually have to spend 25 wood into the weird building first. I don't know what the name is. Which can be annoying for your macro. I'm not sure why he's going here. I think he wants to build a TP, right? Yeah, I think when there was betting, because most of the time we're not casting live, but we're casting replays, which means some people will know the results, and you would always find a handful of idiots that would bet on the winner while knowing the result and spoiling the series. So, personally, I'm a fan of not having betting. At least you don't get accidentally spoiled that way. And for those new to the EPL, in the EPL, like there's not much going on, so I can just have a little bit of a chat about this. So in the EPL, there's 4 teams of 5 players each. You play one series of 5 games every week against all the 3 other teams. So there's three weeks of playing basically. Yeah, and you just try to get as many wins for your team as possible. You will always play all 5 games, so even if you're 3-1 ahead or something, you still have to play the 5th game. And yeah, it doesn't matter if you win 3-2 or 4-1. Well, I mean, like, the result of the series doesn't matter, just like every win is a point. So you want to put on 4 points for your team. And there's also a Civ reset in this format, which means that after game 3, you're allowed to play every Civ again. Nice guiding here with the Explorer. So in game 4 and game 5, you can play every Civ again. And some people, like for some people, this system helps them a lot. Because, for example, if you only have 2 Civs in your pool, you can just play those 2 Civs twice and you can pick up 4 wins. Whereas in another format, you would only be able to pick up 2 wins. And for some people that play like just about anything, it kind of hurts them because it helps the opponents more. So a little bit of a small insight there. Going for a manor house, almost like inside the warhead, and he's like, oh, never mind, I'll just put my mango grove here instead. Oh, he does still go for the manor. That Phil might be in trouble with the warhead fire. No, I guess he's gonna be fine. So he's just gonna have perfect line of sight to see exactly what's coming. How much does a warhead do on a Vil? He's not targeting it. So I guess we'll never know. Oh, there we go. I think it's like, well, it's not much apparently. So Kaister doing the exact same thing he did against Germany, picking up the stagecoach straight away. And did Ezad go? Ezad went for Virgin Company. Just picking up
Ready.
gold treasure here. And he's also gonna benefit from this stagecoach, so Kaister is gonna try to take it down. Yeah, the no civ reset, yeah, it's just gonna favor some people a lot. If you have like this big ass civ pool, then you know you don't mind if there's no civ reset. And for example, I am Turk. I think is a good example. He's strong with Japan and India, so he favors a lot from civ reset. So here comes the stagecoach. Yeah, didn't put it on resource just yet, so just got XP there. And probably gonna pick up this TP. Isa did put it on wood, so he's probably gonna get 40 wood. Gonna be close, he's gonna get it. Doesn't matter that much, of course, but it's still something. And you can see that he's already on 160 mana pop. Oh, Kaister sending his whole army away, and now he needs to run. Yeah.
Commandment.
Yeah, like Sensei saying, I think most people have 2 to 3 saves at most at max strength. I think that's true, but then the drop off to your 4th civ, like for some people the drop off is extremely big, and for some people just a small small jump. And I just gave Turk as a random example. Like Turk can play Japan twice. You could say Kaiser can play Germany and France twice. I can maybe play, I don't know, like what do I like Brit, Dutch, Sweden, Port, all these good stuff. Yeah, this game feels very similar to Lakota against Germany. Only this time it's Brit with Virgin Company shift and sitting at 190 mana pop. So
Ready.
guys that does control the triple stagecoach, but Brit always has a good eco as well. He did also ship the Great Hunter card, so don't underestimate Lakota's eco here. It's quite strong. Putting these guys in cover mode, which is great. Soak up some damage. Quite interesting that there is just like randomly 5 hills there. Like there's absolutely no reason for Kaister to go and check that. Like there's no way to know. Anyway, we have a fight happening. Musk's getting some melee attacks off on Lakota. And again, just like we saw in the Germany game, this explorer is not full HP. I think this is gonna go Brits' way. These Cav are getting onto the bows, and there's nothing to protect them. Whereas these Musks are taking down the X-Riders in melee. Yeah, looks to be going Brits' favor. Here's 5 clubs. Where did they come from? They probably should have been in the fight. It feels like they weren't just trained. It feels like they came from here, but maybe I'm wrong. I think Ezad should not have sacrificed his house like this. He should have just put it out of there. But, this house reinforcements is gonna do work. One Musk in melee being scary.
Ready.
So as I mentioned in an earlier game, you can see when a hunt is being hunted, even in Fog of War. But I would never ever suspect there were to be 5 vills here. So even if you have it scouted, you're just not gonna be able to tell. So thoughts and prayers go out to the war chief, trying to get him back. Gonna look for a little bit of a raid. Um, he probably sees that there's some hunting going on here. But yeah, Ezad has all this map hack manor houses, which I think is another big point of why Brits are strong. They just have so much vision. If you look at this point of view, you can just see that you can basically see any raid coming, unless it's like perfectly going through the river or something. No, you cannot click trees and see woodcutters. At least I'm pretty sure you can. So for example, these trees are being chopped, but it's just gonna say 300, I think. I don't think I can click them. At least personally, I've never noticed that a tree was being chopped in Fog of War, so I doubt that it's possible. Yeah, just sucks that they won't let me click on it for some reason, but. A lot of vills on foot here. Getting on berries, he should just be hunting. Especially since he got the Great Hunter card shipped, so this is what 0.84 compared to 1.13. That's quite a difference. Looks like a good fight for Ezad again, I think. These pikes are in the mix, all the hand cabbages being deleted. Minutemen's as well. I think this is gonna go heavily Ezad's favor. Yeah, he just calls DG. Yeah. Makes sense, I think it's over. I think Kaister is sometimes a little bit over eager to take all the fights, and he should have just.
Ready.
I think you just need to wait for these hunts to deplete, and then you have to sit on these hunts. You just try to. Sorry, this one. I think you need to keep your army alive and just contain them from keeping them from rest instead of taking a fight while they're strong. Anyway, that was game 4. Which brings us to. It's 2-2. So game 5 will be the last game. And that's gonna show us who's gonna win this series, so to say. It's not really a win the series because it's just any game is 1 point, but you know. Inca. Wow. I haven't seen Inca in a while in the tournament series, I feel like. Could be one of the first times that we've seen it in this tournament. Maybe I just didn't see the games or don't remember them, but either way, we're getting some Inca here. And yeah, guys are bringing back the Brits again. Brits are just really, like I said before in the series, they're just so popular these days.
Commandment?
And he left wood for the TP, so he's gonna go for a TP in a house. There's a lot of changes for Inca on the way, but they're not out yet. So this is still the old Inca. So for example, this big button that you do in your house for 4 vils, I believe. In the new Inca, this will be moved to H2, and it will give 5 vils instead of 4. Like, there's just a lot of changes. You will have to read the patch notes to figure out all about it. But this is still old Inca, so you still have to gather for this big button. And it's basically, it's not really even a choice. You just have to do it. The 4 vils are too important not to get. Getting this 3 sheep, I guess. Yeah, 3 sheep. Yeah, let's see what's gonna happen here. I guess Kaister's gonna go Virgin Company this game. Especially getting this XP treasure, that's definitely that pretty much guarantees that he should go for it. I feel like I don't have game sound anymore. Not sure. I've had this before that the game sound just disappears. So yeah, here comes the Virgin Company, and he's gonna herd on all this stuff. Gonna get these manners to give him some line of sight. Line of sight. Oh, he managed to crack shot the rifleman, but he does get snared for it. So this world reduces mana cost by 35%. Awesome card for eco booming. I'm sure everyone is aware. Doing a good job getting in all the hunts. So he's actually trying to get all 4 in there. Which is gonna just be an insane amount of hunts under his base. The score is 2-2. So this is the last game. Aging with the chief. I don't actually know the names, but I imagine this will be the 2 warheads. Getting this is always a nice treasure. The native scouts, you can just get your own little bit of map pack going while Brit already has all the map pack from the manors. Oh, interesting. It's actually. Oh, you shipped them to the tempo. Okay. Yeah. I was confused there for a second. Never mind. Guy's picking up his market tax, dropping his barracks, maybe a little bit forward. I would probably put it a bit safer, but I guess it's gonna be okay with the outpost there as well. He's calling the big batch or the big button for the pikes to siege the TP, and this is a 3 tempo, so 3 TP shipment. So I suppose this means he's gonna go for some kind of state coach play, pick up all the TPs, and try to keep up with Brits eco that way. So a tempo cost 250. Yeah, so this is like a 750 wood shipment, while also not you don't have to build it either. So also saving you the build time. So that's a very high value shipment actually. Putting this boy in cover mode, he's just gonna be able to soak up all the damage. Putting these guys in stagger mode, not really sure why, but this unit, I've seen Riot Coke lose a series to Fitzbo because of this unit, and that's what it will always remind me of. Oh, shipping the llamas forward, so that's a bit of a mistake. It won't matter too much, you will be able to just send them home, but yeah, I was thinking about that. They have the javelin throw that they can do, so I guess that's why he went into stagger mode. I understand. So this is gonna be nice actually. He's gonna be able to, uh, yeah. Okay, so he's probably gonna just put all the TPs on wood, and then he has all these llamas to eat. And I think he can mess up a very big army with that. So he went quite heavily eco, and of course Brits also did with going Virgin Company and going to 160 mana pop. So both these guys will have a very good eco. And I think I don't really know who this favors actually. I think probably Brit, just because of they don't have to leave their base for a long time with all these hunts they got under their TC. If this was only like one hunt and Kaister would have to leave his base sooner, then I would say it's Inca favorite. But now with, you know, feels like an endless amount of food here. I think it's gonna be good for Brits, but it's hard to say for now. I'm curious what's gonna happen. Inca did basically the maximum boom that they can do. I think you can get like, yeah, I think that's the max, right? Yeah, so 13 is the max. He's shipping gold actually, so not going for the Chicha brewing. I don't think I like the gold. I think I would have gone for this and just get a huge amount of units. A little bit awkward timing with the cover mode. It was in cover mode when it shouldn't be, and then it wasn't when it should be. Losing some units for free here. Yeah, I'm not sure what the gold is for. He is putting fills on gold as well, so maybe he's gonna look to H, but I think you just want to make more units. Like he's not training anything. I'm not I'm not sure about this. He's macroing to H, but that's gonna leave him exposed to any kind of pressure, and you really don't want to lose this stagecoach. So. Like, what do you really get with Inca on H3 that is so important? I feel like the main thing that you go H3 for as Inca is to get your unit tax. And yeah, Kaister is perfect timing, looks like. He's gonna push. He's even getting lock flume, which is maybe a bit greedy, but should be okay. And I don't think, well, Kaister still undecided, but I think Inca is in no position to hold this because he's aging. I feel like if he just went for this card first, left the TPs on wood, he could probably be making like batches of 15 units if he got a third warhead. I think he would have been in a... I think he could have gotten such an insane army, and then you can just age up later on. Yeah, it looks like now he has to sack this forward base, and that's gonna hurt him a lot. Clicking the tag in this warhead, the one that's not being sieged, that's always a smart move. He's probably gonna be able to get this tag before it goes down. These Tumus are probably just gonna try to get some raids going, but as always, Brits, they have all this line of sight, so you should be able to just see them coming. Yeah, I just don't think I don't think Inca is the kind of Civ where you want to be up early with. Because, like I said, the main thing that you want to get is unit upgrades, and to do that, you have to have a big army first, because otherwise, what's the point? So, you're not looking at like a 2 Falconet shipment or something crazy. You could maybe go for this fort kind of stuff. But I think losing this position is really big for Ezad. Losing 1 TP, losing both the warheads. Yeah, he needs to rebuild these. I think I would be happy with... he is losing some vills though. But look at this, he's approaching 200 pop. I would be quite confident if I was in Kaister's spot here. Catching these Chimus a bit. Of course you can't snare them, but still manage to get some decent damage on them. And look at this army. Wow. A little bit of everything. Ezad trying to run him around a bit. And now it's gonna be... the stagecoach is just gonna be even. They both have 2 TPs. And then there's this 20 fill conspiracy. So I think Brits Eco is now far ahead because of that. The Huns are starting to run out now. And he kinda needs to get on either this or this Hun. But look at this pop. Just close to 200 pop of units. Well, Inca has 93. So unfortunately we don't have the Ace UI. But it would show you that Brit has basically double the armor. You look at this army. Insane. And I think Kaister should just try and get everything in there. It's gonna be difficult to control this many units, but use the drag box and move forward. One Chimu being annoying. He just barely doesn't have the food to age. He should sell some gold. He's now having to do this fill migration to the new hunts. Yeah, this is a bit awkward, but okay, there he goes. Yeah, picking up the entire TP line, which Ezad generously stagecoached for him. And these vills are looking for a job, um, but they need to get her all the way out there. I think Brett is in a commanding lead. He should probably just wait to get veterancy on literally everything. He also has 2 shipments. I think I would probably go Cav HP maybe even. Just get like veteran Hussar, veteran Longbow, get Cav HP, get all these stacks in, and then nuke a fight. But even without the veterancy, like he's 200 pop, so not much you can do wrong here. Leaving some bikes to deal with the tumor rates. He's even gonna go overpop because of the longbows that he gets from the age up. So he's already winning the fights, and he's got all these rest banks to get. You could just go like triple veterancy, like longbows, hussar, musk, or pike. Yeah, cav combat. Okay, perfect. This is perfect. So now just wait. Like what is it? 40 seconds or something, or fight now, whatever. It's better to wait. Obviously, you've got all these stacks, but looks like the fight is already breaking out. I think he has enough unit to get away with this mistake. Yeah, the cav are just dancing around. There's 20 hearts left, and all the pikes are dying. Uh, and now here comes the veterancy and the cav combat. Well, doesn't really matter, does it? Just such a good fight for Brit. Just way too many units. I don't know why there's no games out. I'm sorry about that. It kind of just since this game it stopped working all of a sudden. Not sure why. So yeah, that's GG. 3-2 for the Kaister. For my teammates, which is nice. And I think the main story of this game was Ezad deciding to age up instead of make more units. And then he lost his forward base and the DP in it. I think that was basically over from there. Yeah, Brits went. Did Brit go 4-0 this series? They won Saguenay, they won here, they won Punjab, and not sure. I think they won either 3 or 4. I'm trying to figure out the fourth game. Alright, so I'm reading chat. So this series between me and Tit is also gonna be casted after this. It's obviously not gonna be casted by me because I know what's gonna happen. But whoever is gonna cast it apparently needs a bit more time. So let me have a look. So apparently Inca Paul is gonna cast it, and I think it's gonna be roughly in about 30 minutes. Yeah, I don't want to spoil anything, but I think one of these 5 games was quite crazy. That's the only thing I'm gonna say. Maybe that will make some of you interested to watch. I hope you enjoyed this cast from the Kaister Ezad series, and yeah, maybe see you around for my series later. Um, I said something about it earlier that some people took it as a spoiler, so I'll try to not say much about it. I'll see you guys around, and have a good night.